Yeah, hi there, and welcome back. And let us continue with our lesson. And today we are going to learn about the App Center and how to connect it and configure it with our GitHub account. So first of all, I will go to the new browser over here and search for the MS App Center. And if you are not sure about the App Center or the Microsoft App Center, which is coming from the Microsoft App Center, you can just go to this link, right? And this is basically used for the CI/CD process, and we have some of the genuine free account where we can make use of the CI and CD. So it's free for some of the stuff. And if you go and take a look, you can see App Center is awesome for the Android. We have Android application development, and we have iOS, Windows, and a lot of the other stuff, right? So its App Center is awesome, and I have already been using with some of my project already, and it's quite good. And we are getting some of the free stuff over here, and we don't have to pay. If you are just a solo developer or if you are a small team, then it's really useful. And it also has a paid service, which you can just go to the pricing, and you can check for the pricing all of the stuff, which is $40 per month and the $99 per month. And but for us, we'll be making use of a free account, right? So if you go to the let's go back to the home screen, and you can see the connect to the repos, build your app. It's a simple, right? So connect to the GitHub. You have a GitHub account, Bitbucket, GitLab, all of those stuff like Azure, DevOps. So we have a lot of selection over here. So we'll be making use of the App Center, and App Center basically help us to integrate or create a pipeline for our CI and CD. So we'll be creating a free account over here. Just go and get started, and we will create an account. So if you have already created an account, that's good. But if you have not created an account, that's fine. So you can make use of your personal account, like if you have a Hotmail or you have a live account, then you can make use of this one, or sign in using a Facebook or a Google. So I will sign in using a GitHub because I have already a GitHub account, so I'll just make use of that one. So I have already signed in, so it doesn't take much time. So you can make use of other stuff, like you can just go and create using your live account or Hotmail account, or your like a Facebook or the Gmail account. So I'll be using a GitHub account, so it's asking some authorization. I'll just say okay, authorize the App Center, and that should be fine. And choose your name for start. So I need to choose some name. So I think I'll choose my default name, which will be binary IT solution, and I'll just paste it over here. Choose the username, should be available. Yeah. Okay, so we are here now, right? So I have signed in already, and let's go back to the GitHub as well, and I'll go to the marketplace over here, and I need to search for the App Center, App Center. And why I cannot find, so I need to find for the App Center. I think it's because of the spelling. I need to provide a space. Okay, so here you can see we have a continuously build, test, release, and monitor your apps for every platform. So this is what I'm talking about, the continuous integration. We'll be using a continuous build and a test, and on the CD part we'll be using a release and monitor. So let's go to the App Center, and I'll just set up a plan. So we will use a free plan over here. On the free plan, we have free for all projects. We have a 240 build minute per month, which is really great if you are just for the solo developer or just for testing. It's really helpful. And free app distribution, you can directly distribute to the Google Play Store or any other Play Store, right? So it's free, and free crashes and analytics. So we have a free crash report as well as the analytic over here, and we can have unlimited users. So that's great. So I'll just click on install it for free. So let's make it free account, complete the order. So just complete the order. You are not going to charge anything. It's not going to charge because we haven't applied our credit card or anything over here. And you can set over here like all repositories that you want to set up or only some selected. So if you want to select just few, you can just select a few repositories from here. But for now I will just select all repositories. So I just want applies to all of the current and the feature repositories. So you can select depending on your requirement whether you want to use on all or you want to just on the selected, and just install it. So it will take a bit time. I think that should be okay. App Center by Visual Studio App Center would like the permission, so I need to grant some permission. So I'll just authorize it. Don't worry about it, just asking a basic information over there. And yeah, so we have a now, and we will select. We have a list of all our application over here, right? So you can see all of my application or the project repository are listed over here. I'm interested in this one. Currently we are working on todo-android-ci-cd, and just select that one, and you can give any name over here, but I'll just keep in constant with my GitHub app name. And just we have Android and release type, and just release type just leave at default one, just empty for now, optional it is. And the application is of a Android, and platform we are using a Kotlin. That should be fine. And just create this and configure it. And okay, that's great. So let me close all of this. Let me not configure the build for now. So let me show you some of the stuff over here. And currently we are on these branches, so which is of todo-android-ci-cd. And here we have all of the branches like a dev, master, and the production, all of those over here. If you go, let me open the GitHub for my account, and if I go over here, and you can see that we have all of the 3 branches over here, right? So the same branches is pulled over here. So now we can actually go and set up and configure the build. So that should be on the next lecture. And for now, what I want to show you is I'll just go to the overview for now. And here are some of the stuff or the SDK that we need to configure in order to connect to App Store to our project. So we need to do all of this stuff in our Android Studio project. We need to implement the dependencies and all of the stuff we will configure. So we will configure it on the next lecture, I hope. And for now, I just want to walk through you some of the basic stuff in the App Center. So we have to go to overview, and you are selected the particular application, and then you get the dependencies. So these dependencies have to implement in our Android application. So that will be on the next step. And the build we have the dev build, master build, and the production. So if we create a new branches over here, new branch over here, that will be shown over here. So it's both, it's synchronized between the App Center as well as to the GitHub account. So whatever branches you create over here and whatever action you perform, that can be synchronized to our App Center for now. And test, we don't have any test for now. You can run a test, and we can set a device, like we can create a new device on which device you want to test, like the multiple device. But for the free, you have a limited choice over here. And if you are a paid account, then you can choose to test on some of the great device over here. And for the distribution, we can create a direct distribution to our Google Play Store. We can connect to our Play Store directly over here, and whenever we build to the production the release build, then it will be directly deployed to our distribution site that may be on your Play Store or the other Play Store that you want to configure over here. And release, there is a store, right? So you can connect to the Google Play Store and iTunes company portal. So if you want to configure directly, and whenever you have a production build, then you just want to push it to the Google Play Store, you can do it. and we will see and how to do it, that one in our CD pipeline. Whenever we create our CD pipeline, then I will show you how to do all of this stuff. Basically, I'll just show you on the Google Play because we are working on the Android Studio. And then if you want to go and check for the diagnostics over here, you can, if you configure over here, so there is a configuration that we have to do, right? So add these dependencies and add all of these app analytics and the crashes over here. Then we can come to the diagnosis over here and see all of the crashes that is happening to our application. So you can upload the mapping file, like let's say you have enabled a ProGuard over here, then you can add your mapping file over here. And also for the analytics, we haven't added that. That's basically the analytic, that is that how many users are currently online, and where are your current apps downloaded. So all of the stuff you can see on the analytics over here. And for the setting, and this is my current app setting detail over here. Currently I am configured to Android over here, and a lot of the things that you can do. So for the data management, it can keep up to 90 days record, right? And I think that should be all the stuff. And if I go back to the main, I have currently all apps, and that should be on. I have only one over here. And you can go and create an organization. So if you are working on a multiple organization, you can just go and create the organization name. So I think I'll just create a one organization name just to show you. I'll just go and create a new organization, and just add this organization. Organization is used for the name already exists. So I think this is my current organization, and I'll just change that a test over here. So let me create a new organization. So my default organization is already there. So binary IT solution, and now I have another organization that I have set up over here. So I can add a new apps over here, right? So the app name, so basically the same stuff, and add all of this stuff if you want. So you can create a multiple organization if you are working. So this is just for the I just want to show you how to do all of this stuff. If you are interested, you can just go and learn and go to the documentation about the App Center and how to do all of this stuff. It's really easy. Just you can just go and create from here. You can just go and add a new apps or the new organization. So we have already one organization or two organization over here. And if you want to add a new apps, you can just give us some name, like let's say test, and then you can just this is optional. And if you want to Android, and then I select Java and Kotlin, and I'll just say add. And now I have to configure all of this stuff, right? And then I'll go to the build over here, and then I can configure from the GitHub. So if I select the GitHub, now I will get all of the list of the apps that I can choose from here. So it will list down all of my apps, so I can just select any of those from here, right? And I think I'll just let me show you. Okay, let me just add the old one. So just let me select the old one. I just want to show you the walkthrough of all of the stuff. So you can see I have all of the branches imported over here, and that's it. So it's the same way that we previously did. So if I go to the overview of my, let me go to my solution, binary IT solution. Now I have a two project over here. One is of test and one is of to-do-android-cd. So this is a way that you can just go and practice it your own, and it's not really easy. It's not really confusing over here. Just straightforward, just adding your apps from the. You just have to connect to your GitHub account, and then the configuration and all of the stuff is really easy. So all of this stuff over here, and if I go to the setting, the same thing over here, right? And then if I go over here, and if you want to delete the app, you can just delete. So let me show you, just delete the apps, and now I have only one app over here. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and this was about how to configure the Microsoft App Center with our GitHub account, and how do we connect both sides and synchronize our application from the GitHub to the App Center. So just go and practice it, and you'll be more familiar about it. And on the first time it may be a bit confusing for you, but trust me, it's really easy. It's just straightforward. There is no confusion, and there's no complex things that we have to set up over here. So let's meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.